Friends. So I want to tell you something that I haven't seen brought up about the fires, okay? About the fires in LA. And I think you might be curious because I don't see many other people talking about it. So the first situation is there's that connection, right, that I'm talking about. There was this building that was like finished up and erected recently before the fires were dealt with and before the fires even happened, right? This was where? By Skid Row, in Skid Row, essentially in the heart of it. And they were preparing for this for a long time. And guess who it's for? The homeless. The homeless, right? So there's all of a sudden, right before this happens, a huge new building for the homeless that has all the amenities you may need, a gym, a cafe, all this stuff. Were they using the fires to drive the people out of the area to put them in these homes? Because the perfect storm that had to happen to create all this is... So there was like multiple things that happened that caused this circumstance to play out the way it did, right? It had to deal with the droughts, the conditions of the area, powerful storms and racing winds. The officials still claim that climate change is a big part of this, even though there was people literally arrested for carrying around gas cans and starting more fires, but we can talk about that later. And there was also this drought, but then they had extreme flooding for a hot second, and then it went back to drought. So yeah, no wonder why their area was doing rough. And also they were told that they couldn't really like clean up their own yards or clean up the crap in their yard because of the natural environment, which is so stupid. It's like, come on, man. So if you haven't looked at it, it's called Wingart, the Wingart Center, and it's lovingly set next to Skid Row. And these are 600K units, right? This was finished in June, July of 2024. And as I stated, these are mini apartments for those struggling with mental health issues, with diseases, and those who are homeless. Because many people were saying it's like a land grab or a cash grab. I don't think so. I think it was a push to get, everybody in the outskirts pushed into the 15-minute city, right? The building has staff there at all times. Of course they do. And this is to help what? With the addiction, in case anybody needs medical emergency or whatever it may be. The worst part for me is the fact that it's literally on Skid Row. So, like, if the homeless want to go do what they're going to do, they're right there. And what are they going to do? Just go back up in their apartment? I hope that they have to be sober to be able to live there. Like, I know that sounds like a little bit cruel, but as long as they're getting help and they have medical people on staff, why not? Like, they should be. You shouldn't allow them to live there unless they commit to being sober and getting a job and fulfilling a life. Like, duh. Yeah, so essentially all of this culminating by chance, it just isn't likely. It's just not